My mother-in-law wanted to wear white on my wedding day. I let her, but now she's furious.
She just wants to be the star.
She's like, you gave me what I wanted and it wasn't enough. Me, male 33, and husband, also male 33, met 7 years ago, started dating after 3 years of knowing each other. We got married last year. We decided to have dinner with each side of our families separately and tell them the big news about our engagement. By the way, this comes from Mother Effort 5978 on the OK Storytime subreddit. So, dinner with my family went smoothly. On the other hand, dinner with his family was a stressful event after we shared our news with them. At first, his parents and sister were thrilled and really happy for us. Then wanted to know details about what we're planning to do for the ceremony. We shared that it still hasn't been discussed because we just got engaged. Mother-in-law declared that she'll be wearing white to the event, not even calling it a wedding. I asked if she was serious and why on earth she would come to a wedding in white. She then replied that it's not a real wedding since we're both men and there's no bride to wear a white dress. Oh, it's homophobia.
Oh, that's why.
She's like, if there's no bride, I'm the bride. That's how it works.
There's got to be someone.
Someone's got to be the bride here. One of them could wear a white suit.
Yeah.
Why would you wear a white dress?
Right.
Regardless of whether or not they wear white or not. Well, like,
right.
People are going to think that you're marrying your son.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Why? I was absolutely raging about that statement and lost my cool for a bit. I call her rude and disrespectful for saying it's not a real wedding, and me and her son are getting wed. I ended up saying that if she comes wearing white, she will not be welcomed at all. My husband tried to calm me down, and we left. A day later, I called her to apologize for my behavior and said she's welcome to our wedding and asked her not to wear white because we are getting married even if we are both men. She did not apologize for her part in the situation, but said fine. She will not come to the wedding wearing a white dress. Going forward 2 months, his sister called me saying that the mother bought a white dress.
No.
At least his sister's on his side. You've got a little spy in the ranks. I was angry and brought it up to my soon-to-be husband. He didn't want to make this a big deal. He'll support any decision I make, but would very much appreciate for me to compromise and still let her come because she's very important to him. I said that I need to think about it, and her behavior is very disappointing and disrespectful. I talked to one of my close friends, female 32, and she suggested that all of the guests will come in white so mother-in-law won't stand out. Genius idea.
Honestly, yeah, that's pretty smart.
That's so smart. I want to know if like OP and his fiance are going to come in like colors and stuff.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a really fun concept of everyone wearing white and you're the
honestly,
bright color.
That would be fun.
Maybe I'll wear green to my wedding and everyone else has to wear white.
Ooh. I like that idea. I like it.
I decided to be even more spiteful and ask only women to come in white dresses. And if it's their wedding dress, I would even appreciate it more. This is so petty and I love it.
I love it.
We set invitations to the wedding addressing the white dresses, talked to relatives and people who might talk to the mother-in-law and asked them not to bring it up in front of her, and she got a different wedding invitation. Really reliant on everyone keeping that on the down low. And apparently I guess they did.
Right. That's like a master plan.
Master plan really requires a lot of secrecy that I would not like. If this was my family, it would not work.
Right. Like it's like a surprise party like times 100.
Yeah.
It's just for one person. It's not even about them. It's not even their party.
No. Day of the wedding comes. She came in a white dress. I welcomed her with open arms and said, I think I've seen other guests wearing white. She looked puzzled, entered the venue and starts looking around. She was shocked and became even whiter than her dress. Almost every woman in our wedding wore white. Shout out to those women.
My goodness.
She was mad and pouting the whole evening. I was happy not only to marry the love of my life, but also not letting crazy people get their way. That was part 1 of my revenge. There's more.
What?
Oh my goodness. I was happy to end it there, but my sister-in-law had other plans for her mother. Part 2 to come soon, since this is already long. And there is an update. But what do you think?
My goodness.
Is this petty? Is this justified? Because I have thoughts. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts?
I think it's petty, but like I'm kind of here for it.
I am also here for it.
I think that's so fun. Like, because it's not important for her to wear white at all. I don't know why she like made it so important for her to wear white. So it's like, just have everyone wear white. I mean, what a great idea, mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
like,
and you play it off. You're like, oh no, you like. I thought that was, at first I was like, oh, I didn't want you to wear white, but then I thought about it and I was like, wow, that's a brilliant idea.
Exactly.
And it's all thanks to you, mother-in-law.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Just like really lean into it.
Right.
Really rub her face in it.
I really want to know like how
Part
she
2.
really thought about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's got to be furious.
Yeah.
She thought, I mean, like there's only one reason for you to wear white to a wedding. It's because you want attention. Right. And she doesn't get that attention now.
And now now they get to have fun with everyone wearing wedding dresses. Mm-hmm. Like that honestly is kind of fun.
Sounds like a great wedding. Yeah. So let's find out part 2 of this revenge.
Let's hear it.
Before I get to part 2, I want to say a few things. At first, I'd like to thank everyone in the comment section for the love and support. Second, hubby is a very reserved person and sadly let his parents walk all over him, so does sister-in-law. But when they spoke ill about me, happened only twice, he was very clear to let them know they shouldn't and cut it off right away. Hopefully one day he will stand up for himself the same as he does for me. Let's get to the second part. Sister-in-law is absolutely legend and we became close instantly when we met 5 years ago. That's why she informed me about mother-in-law's plans. So after the whole wedding drama, sister-in-law decided to be silent no more against their mother and how she treats them. A few months passed since my wedding and sister-in-law got engaged. She and her soon-to-be husband are very easygoing and not much for tradition. They decided not to have a religious wedding. In our country, unless you have a wedding officiate by a man of religion, it is not recognized by the government. Wow.
Interesting.
So it seems like not only is this, is she being homophobic, but also the government is kind of backing her homophobia up. She's like, it's not just me. So gays can't get married and non-religions also can't. Only if the ceremony is held in another country would it be recognizable. After mother-in-law found out the wedding is not going to be held in a traditional setting and no man of religion is going to be involved, she again said it's not a real wedding. Oh my goodness.
Boo.
Shut up, mother-in-law. We don't like you. Sister-in-law finally decided to stand up for herself. After mother-in-law said what she said, sister-in-law informed me that she's had it with her mother and wants to take revenge for her behavior in our wedding and their entire life. After consulting with her soon-to-be husband, they want me and hubby to be involved in the ceremony, escorting them while wearing white dresses.
What?
I love that. I think everyone needs to wear white dresses.
Everyone's just like ganging up on her.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you really wanted to wear white dresses? Well, here we are. Everyone's wearing white dresses.
Yeah.
I was happy that she was finally going to stand up for herself and asked if she and her husband were absolutely sure they want their wedding to have 2 guys wearing dresses. She said it was her wish and would very much appreciate me if I did it. She is no longer going to hold herself back just to make their parents happy. I myself, what you can call a very much flamboyant person, so I didn't mind wearing a dress. Hubby is, as said in the beginning of this post, very reserved and doesn't like attention. He doesn't want to wear a dress, but was willing to come in a white suit and walk his sister down the aisle. We agreed that his sister's wishes for her wedding are important and would do our best to make them come true, but we decided we would both wear matching suits in white. Since she got pregnant, they wanted to have the wedding ASAP. 2 months after the engagement, the wedding took place. Mother-in-law and father-in-law were asked to sit with the rest of the crowd during the ceremony. Her husband's parents walked him by the aisle. I didn't see mother-in-law or father-in-law because I was backstage preparing to walk sister-in-law down the aisle, but I was sure they were pissed. And you'll never be pissed if you join us live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST on YouTube. Just tap our profile.
That's right. Tap it.
Tap it. Our turn to walk sister-in-law in. She wore a beautiful dress, all black as she wanted.
Nice.
Me and my hubby both on each side of her, wearing white and looking fab. The look on their parents' face was absolutely the best thing I could ever imagine. I truly am happy for sister-in-law getting the wedding she wants and finally standing up for herself and her wishes while being as petty as one can. The wedding was last month and mother-in-law is still very mad at all of us, barely speaking to any of us. Father-in-law, well, he isn't very happy, let it go as he does with everything and moved on. I wish I could share pics with you guys, but respect my hubby's wishes to remain anonymous. And that is the end of that story. Seems like everything worked out. Their whole life, Opie's fiance and sister just weren't standing up for themselves.
Right.
And finally, they had a reason to.
I really love like the double revenge plot on the same person.
Same person, same type of revenge.
Yeah. And like for the same kind of reasons too. Like that's just
really rub it in her face.
Yeah. That's super fun.
Yeah. If she's gonna keep saying like, oh, it's not a real wedding, well, she's gonna keep getting served that revenge.
Exactly. She's gonna get non-traditional weddings.
Mm-hmm. That's the only wedding that she's going to get to be invited to from now on.
Exactly. For her family.
But that is the end of that story. So we'll see you next time.
Next time.